new letter. Okay, that is the third new. And then the last letter is again coming from the 26 only, that is double R. Okay, so these are the four new letters which are added in the, you can say, this group of 30 alphabets which exist in Spanish. So first is ch, then it is nya, then double L is ya. Somewhere you will find a different pronunciation for double L. Sometimes it is pronounced as ja. Okay, so I'm just focusing on the pronunciation which is being used in Spain. Okay, then this is double R. So double R pronounced as r. A little bit, a simple r is there for single R, but a little bit more r sound, extended sound is there for the double R. Okay, so these are the four new alphabets which are there in Spanish. Okay, so after giving you this basics, now I am coming directly to the first topic. Okay, which is personal pronouns. Okay, personal pronouns in Spanish, or you can call it subject pronouns also. So the grammar concept which exists in English, I mean to say the parts of a speech like noun, pronoun, adjective, adverb, okay, preposition, all these exist in Spanish also. Okay, but even the basic you can say definition or basic idea of those are same in English and as well as in Spanish. Okay, but sometimes the other characteristics are different. Okay, which I will show you when I will discuss this particular pronouns. Okay, so just to make it a little bit more interactive, I would like to know anyone from you, from any one of you, like how do you categorize personal pronouns in English? Anybody can tell me. How do you categorize? What are the categorization done? Any idea? Or simply, first of all, tell me what are the pronouns. Just give me some examples.
I.
Okay. I. Apart from that, any other?
Him, her,
You,
you.
they.
Him, her is not considered to be a personal pronoun. Like you cannot, or a subject pronoun, you cannot start any sentence directly with him or her. Oh,
He or
so
she.
he or she,
Yes.
yes, you can do
We,
that.
you,
Okay,
It,
we,
you, they.
you, all these are
they,
pronouns.
them, we.
You, all of you are getting it. Yeah. But I want to know, the second question is, what are the categorization? How do you categorize these personal pronouns? I, you, we, they. How do you categorize it? If you can
In
tell me.
terms of first person, second person, third person, and singular or plural.
Exactly. So that is the categorization which we do. So same categorization exists in Spanish also. Singular and plural, and then first person, second person, third person. Okay. So the same categorization exists in Spanish also, and the pronouns I will write here also, the one which exists in English, so that you are getting a little bit more idea. So in the first person singular category, the subject pronoun or the personal pronoun which we put is from English is I. Okay, so the same I in Spanish is yo. Okay, it is yo. Then in the second person singular category, the subject pronoun is you, which is tu. Okay, in the third person, it is he, she, And we put also noun, but singular nouns are put here. But nouns cannot be part of these pronouns. I'm just telling you nouns if you are using as a subject, where do we put it? So you have he, she, even you have this it also. Okay, so this one we will discuss later. So for he and for she, the words in Spanish are, for he it is él. Okay, now you can see one more thing here. On the letter U, I have put this small line, okay, above that. What is that? Basically, that is considered as an accent mark. Okay, accent. So, what is the use of this accent? When we put this accent mark on the letter U, it means you have to give a little bit of stress on that particular letter. Okay, so it is tu. Okay, if you are just using this without accent, it will be simply tu. Okay, and this one is tu. And it has a lot of importance because if you do not put this accent, the meaning will change completely. So here with accent is you, and here it is without accent, and it has now become your. Okay, it has become your. So your is not a subject, it's a possessive adjective, isn't it? Like you say your book, your car. Okay, and here tu is a subject and it's a pronoun also. So always remember, when you put accent, you have to give stress while speaking, and it is used here also. If you see for he, we are using L. So on the letter E, this accent is put. So where do we put these accents? We put these accent on only on vowels. Okay, only on vowels these accents are put. You do not put it on the consonants. And do not get confused this accent with the letter N, which I have shown here. Okay, that is not accent, that is a different sign if you see here. Okay, then for she, the word in Spanish is ella. Okay, A, so double L and A. So here I have to tell you about the pronunciation also a little bit. This pronunciation was quite all right. You can all pronounce it correctly. To yo. Okay, this is tu. Okay, here it is not il. Okay, the way you pronounce in English. In Spanish, the letter E is pronounced as the letter A of English. Okay, so that's why you will say it L and she will be ella. Okay, ella and L. And this is double L. So I just told you how double L is pronounced
Excuse
as
me, sir.
ja. Yeah, it is
Excuse me,
ella.
sir.
Yeah,
So your screen is lagging a lot. Like when you are saying it's coming after 2 minutes. Your writing is coming after 2 minutes. Whatever you are saying.
Yes, sir.
so
We can currently only say he, she nouns, not the L, A, and etc.
Yes, sir. It's just
Yes, sir.
writing it eight
Sir,
times.
if you can try switching off your camera, then it would be
Yes, sir.
better.
one second. Let me reshare the screen. Any progress now?
So now the screen is not visible, it's blank.
Sir, I think video sharing is also consuming some bandwidth.
Yes, sir. That's why it's getting lagging.
Yes, sir. Now it is visible for me.
Yes, sir. Now it's visible.
It's fine
Yes, sir.
for all of you? Okay. So all of you should have told me earlier, otherwise it was like missing a major portion. Anyway, one second. Hmm. So I was telling you all that how this double L is pronounced as ja. So that is why this she in Spanish is pronounced as ella. Okay. So two new pronunciations are here for the letter E, which is pronounced as A, and double L, which is pronounced as Y. So it is aya. Nouns will be translated into particular word in Spanish. Actually, for the word it, there is no any particular, you can say, translation as such. Okay. Why is it so? Then how will you use it in Spanish? I will tell you later. Okay. So you have to be a little bit patient here. And then let us come to the next one. First person plural. So first person plural, the pronoun is we, and the word in Spanish is nosotros, isn't it? So this is nosotros. So nosotros is a plural, okay, like it refers to we, and there is one more thing in this nosotros. Here, the word nosotros is basically used with a masculine group. Okay, it is used with the masculine group, and there is a different form of nosotros which will be used with a feminine group. It is nosotras. Okay, so like for example, it is a group of people. Okay, here as we, when we say, and all of them in that group are all male, then you will be using nosotros. If that group is a combination of all the females, then it will be nosotras. Okay, but if it is a mixed group, then you have to choose only one. So in the mixed group, the ratio can be in any proportion. It does not matter. Okay, it can be like 1:9, means like 1 male and 9 female, or 9 male or 1 female. You do not segregate it into any other form, means like you consider it as a mixed group. Okay, you do not give priority to any male or female, even if the number is not equally distributed. So in that case also, if it is a mixed group, you will be using the same nosotros. Okay, so you have to keep that in mind. Sorry. One second. Yeah. So I was telling the second person plural, the other pronoun is you all. Okay. So for you all, same rule will be applied like what you have done with nosotros. The form in Spanish for you all is vosotros. Okay. So there is a change in spelling. One is starting with the N and it is nosotros. This one is vosotros. So vosotros will again be used either with the masculine group, okay, or it can be used with a mixed group. Then you have the other form also for vosotros, which is vosotras, which will be only used with a feminine group. Okay, so you have to be very particular what you want to use in these cases. Okay, and as I said, the ratio does not matter. I mean to say, if it is a class of 1,000 students and there are 999 girls and there is only one boy, this will again be considered as a mixed group, and you will be still using that masculine one. I mean to say, if it is we, then it will be nosotros. If it is you all, it will be nosotros. Okay, so that ratio does not matter. Then the third person plural, it is they. Okay, so for they, the form is ellos. And same thing happens here also. You will use ellos with all either masculine group or with a mixed group of they. And the other form is ellas. okay, which is used only and only with the feminine group. Okay, so this is what happens, or this is what you call personal pronouns in Spanish. So you got this thing, okay, yo, tú, él, ella, okay, nosotros, nosotras, vosotros, vosotras, ellos, ellas. Okay, in the third person category, you can put noun, okay, plural form, and there is no any exact plural for it, okay. So this is how you do. So you can see how there is a slight difference in these personal pronouns if you compare it with English and the Spanish one. Okay, so in the English you don't have any particular gender, okay, for we or for you all or for they, okay, but in Spanish you have a gender for nosotros, okay, for we and you all, which is like nosotros, nosotras, vosotros, vosotras. Okay, so I hope all of you got it. So this is what you have to keep in mind always. Okay, you cannot forget any of this personal pronoun, because throughout the semester we will be using it again and again and again. Okay, so you should always be having these personal pronouns on the tip of your tongue. Okay, when I'm asking you what is we, you should be able to tell me nosotros or nosotras, whatever it is. Okay, now from this personal pronoun, I am now moving on to the first verb in Spanish. Okay, and that is basically going to help you in introducing yourself. Okay, and I mean, you can tell your name, you can tell where I am, okay, what do you do. So all these things can be said by using that particular verb. So even like in English, if you are introducing yourself, then you simply say, like for example, I'm Gaurav. So I will say I'm Gaurav. So I'm using this am here. Okay. And if it is some other person, then he will be saying he is, let's say Rahul, he is Rahul. So you are using is also. And you sometimes use are also. So basically, these three forms are all coming from one particular verb in English. Okay, and that is to be. So this to be verb in English basically changes into am, is, and are according to the subjects we choose one of them, isn't it? Like with I we use am, with he we use is, with some other subjects we use are also, we are, you are, like that, they are. So something similar will happen here in Spanish also. So for to be, the verb in Spanish which we use is this one. Okay. So the pronunciation also you have to know. As I told you, the letter E is pronounced as the letter A of English. Okay. So can you tell me the pronunciation of this word correctly? Anyone?
So
Say
which
it.
word? B?
Right one. Sorry. How will you pronounce it?
Sir.
Sir. Okay. Anything else?
Sir.
Fair. Okay. So that is how we pronounce it. I told you E is pronounced as the letter A, so it will be fair. Okay, not sir. So, so this is basically refers to, this original ser refers to be. Okay, but how, like you can see, this to be is changing into am, is, and are. Same thing will happen with the verb ser also. I mean, you cannot use ser with the subjects which I have shown you directly. Okay, I mean, you cannot write yo ser. Okay, this is incorrect. Or you cannot write to ser. Okay, this is incorrect. So the form of the verb ser will change according to the subject. So that is what I am just going to show you now. So again, the categorization, I'm just putting it here. So with the first person, the second person, and with the third person. So the first subject which we have learned here is yo. So with yo, the form of the verb ser changes to soy. Okay. And in terms of meaning, it becomes I-am. Okay. Yo soy. And it refers to the meaning I am. The second one, which is tú, it is becoming eres. Okay. Tú eres. So it will be like you are. Oh. Then third one, you have different subjects. So el. Okay. Then you have ella. Then you have any noun. Okay. So with all of them, the form is going to be common, and that will be S. Not is, it is S. I'm again repeating, the letter E of Spanish is pronounced as letter A of English. So that is why it is S. Okay. Now, let us come to the other one. So you have the first person plural subjects, nosotros or nosotras, isn't it? So with both of them, the form is going to be same, which is somos. Okay, nosotros somos or nosotras somos. And do not make any changes in the, what do you say, this somos, okay, because don't make it masculine or feminine according to this, these subjects which are given nosotros or nosotras. It does not happen because verbs do not have gender. Okay, it does not have gender. So that's why somos is the only form which you will use with nosotros or nosotras. Then comes the next one, which is vosotros or vosotras. So vosotros is, with vosotros we use sois, and same thing will happen with vosotras also, it will be sois. Okay, so the common form is there. Then there comes the next one, the plural. The plural, first, third person, it is ellos, ellas, and it will be nouns, plural. So with all of them, the form will be son. Okay, so these are the forms. Okay, in total, how many forms are there for the verbs there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. 6 forms are there for the verb ser, and you have to keep that in mind always. Any verb which we will choose in Spanish, okay, and if we are using it in present tense, it will always have 6 forms with all the 6 different subjects. So that is something you have to remember, and that's not very tough. Okay, some after you can say there are several verbs which follow a particular pattern. So that you can learn a little bit later, but for now you just remember this, that it is soy, eres, es, okay, somos, sois, and son. These are the 6 forms. So in terms of meaning also, it will be like we are, okay, it will be you all are, okay, and then it will be they are. So this is how it will be there. So if you want to frame any sentence also, now you can do that. As I told you, you can use this structure to tell your name, okay, to tell about your origin, and to tell about your profession. Okay, so even your if somebody's characteristic, also you can use this structure. So for example, if you want to say I am Gaurav, you want to tell your own name, Okay, so it is not very difficult now. You have got subject and verb which can be used here for I am, and then it is just your name which has to be put. So it will be like yo soy Gaurav. That's it. So if you want to introduce yourself, you can say whatever name you have, you can just use that structure. Yo soy Rahul, yo soy Manan, yo soy like that. You can just put your name there. Okay. Then talking about the origin. So origin is like the place where you belong to. So I'm taking in general a very common place, which is India. So if you want to say I am from India, okay, if you want to say I am from India, so it will be like yo soy, okay, I am is now done. From in Spanish is de, okay, from is de, and India is India. Okay, but there is a small thing which you have to add here. With the country India, you have to use the article which is la. Okay, in Spanish, the articles are there. Okay, we will know that later. But for now, you can just remember this, that this is how you can say. So with the country India, I'm telling again, this with the country India, you have to use la, but with not with all the countries and not with all the cities or states. So if you want to say I am from Tamil Nadu, then it will be simply yo soy de Tamil Nadu. No need to use la Tamil Nadu. Or if you want to say this district also, yo soy de Vellore. So no use of la is required. But with the country India, it is very much required. And what should I tell you? Uh, this is something which happens with only few countries. So now the third thing for which this SER can be used is profession. Okay, so if you want to tell about your profession, well, basically you are not working, but right now you all are students. So you can tell I'm a student. So yo soy estudiante. Okay. Now in English you are saying I am a student, but in Spanish that use of a is not required as such. Okay. So this happens like languages wise, there are different rules for telling the same sentence. No? So like here in the previous one, we ourselves put la with the country India. Here with the profession, there is no need to use the article a or an when you are talking about any profession in general. Okay. So if you want to say I'm an engineer, you simply say yo soy ingeniero. That's it. Okay. If it is a male, female, it will be ingeniero. No need to use that un or una. Okay. Basically, a and an is un or una.
So what is this
No
last
need to.
sentence that you have written?
Yo soy ingeniero.
What does
Engineer.
that mean? Acha, engineer. Oh, all right.
Yes. Okay. So this is about profession, and also if you are talking about, sorry, it just went away.
Sir, una is feminine or
Yeah,
interconvertibly
it is
used?
like that.
Okay.
Una is feminine, un is masculine, but right now just keep your all your queries till here for the article, because I will have a separate class and it will be like that only. So all your queries will be resolved there in that. Okay, so here it was yo soy ingeniero. Okay, the pronunciation you can see is how it is changing. That also I will tell you, or ingeniera for the masculine, female one. And we use also for what? One more thing I have written here to talk about the correct characteristic. So if you want to say I am tall, okay, then you can use yo soy alta. Okay, I am tall. If you want to say I am beautiful, so yo soy guapo. Okay, like that. So you're talking about some characteristics. So this can be used for other person also. I have just given an example of by using yo, which is I. You can use it for some other person also. Like for example, you want to talk about, you want to use L, like he. He is Gaurav. He is a student, or he is an engineer. He is from India. So the same way you can use it. I mean, in Spanish it will start with L, then S, and like that you can do it. So for today we will keep it till here. In the next class we will have our other means like the exercise. Then you will be able to understand it in a better way. So right now, if you have any questions, you can ask me also.
Just a small doubt. He is
Yes.
called L and she is called Aya.
Yes.
All right.
The other thing which I want to tell you is also the recording of this class. Okay, you all of you keep or save the recording. Okay, I am not going to keep it or save it with me right now. Okay, you should be doing that. Okay, so if you are having that, you can at least share it. It's also.
Sir, what was alto and guapo?
Alto is tall. Okay, guapo is beautiful. Let me write here.
Okay.
So alto is tall and guapo is beautiful. Okay. Or since it can be used in other sense, handsome also. Sorry, the spelling is wrong. Please correct it. Any other question? No questions? No questions
Sir,
are there? All of you understood it
sir,
very clearly?
sir, can you tell the yo soy de la part once again? I am from India and I am from Tamil Nadu and I am from Vellore part.
So here the thing is, I hope all of you understood what is the meaning it is referring to. So when you say I am from India, or when I'm saying I am from Tamil Nadu, and when I'm saying I am from Vellore, this is how we use it. Okay, just use it. But when you are specifically talking about only this thing that you are from India or I am from India, we use this article before the country India, which is la. Okay, la is basically the article. In English, it refers to the. Okay, and in Spanish it is one, here it is la. Okay, but that is not the only article which refers to the. There is one more, another one, so that I will tell you later. So the use of this article is not necessary when you are talking about other countries, okay, or when you are talking about states or cities. Okay, so no need to say yo soy de la Tamil Nadu, or no need to say yo soy de la Vellore, or if it is any other state also city, no need to use la. Okay, so don't need to say that yo soy de la, let's say Karnataka. No, you soy de Karnataka. That's it. That is fine.
Thank you,
Okay.
sir. Yes, sir.
Sir, what's the difference between la and lo?
Low. Where did you find low? Have I discussed it here?
I just registered for the Spanish course in Duolingo. There, the first thing I came across was lo and the la. Means both meant the, I guess.
Not exactly. Not exactly. Low is basically a pronoun. Okay, that is a subject. What do you say? Object pronoun. And that is not of your level right now to understand. But I can just tell you the other part, that in the opposite of la is l. Okay, both of them refers to the meaning the. Okay, but l is basically a masculine article. Okay, and la is a feminine article. Okay, what you said was low. It is an object pronoun. Okay, which is of no use right now in this particular semester. We are not going to use it as such right now. So if it has come to in Duolingo, you can, if you want, you can do that part, but I don't think it comes like that. When you are starting from the scratch, I don't think this comes so easily or this comes so fast.
Sir, they actually take you through some like phrases like lo siento and all that, which is I am sorry and stuff like that. So
Okay. Yeah, there it is being used, so you can just remember that expression. Okay. So lo siento is in English it will reflect to I am sorry. Okay. But what happens is this is not the exact translation of this particular expression. I am sorry. This is how you say in English and this is how you say in Spanish. If you literally translate this expression, okay, I mean literally means word to word, if you translate it in, then it will be like I feel for it. That is what it refers to. But in English, you do not use this expression when you have the same message. You don't say I feel for it. You generally use I'm sorry. Okay. So this low is basically referring to it as an object pronoun. But then again, it is a little bit higher level of grammar. So no need to go deeper. The best you can do is you just remember these expressions right now. Okay, that is how you learn languages. You don't, if you are going into the grammar part, no, then it will become very complicated. Okay, so some of the expressions can just be memorized and can be used while doing the conversation, but you should know the meaning. Okay, but grammar is not required always. Fine. So I'm just sharing the form with you all. Please respond there. And it's a very, as I told previously, all those who will give me the correct answer will get the attendance. So I expect all of you to give me a correct answer. Okay, so we will meet in the next class.